Today, I am truly honored. It's one of the great honors of my life to be joined by two former secretaries of state.
I do think it's a statement of fact that the most important relationship we have is with China. And we all, diplomatically speaking, when it's complicated, you say it's multifaceted. So it's definitely multifaceted. I think that what we have seen is through a variety of administrations, beginning with President Nixon and Henry Kissinger, we have developed a way of talking to each other. And it is very well kind of patterned, and there are certain ways. It takes diplomacy. Diplomacy is, by virtue of the way you talk about it, you always have to put yourself into the other person's shoes. Let me just say, I do think that there are ways that we can cooperate. I think one of the issues out there now also is cyber, and various problems that are there and various possibilities. And the question is how our two great countries can, in fact, cooperate in a way that requires a certain amount of trust. So I hope very much that there is some pursuit of cooperation in a number of different fields.
United States and China are the two countries whose tensions could spread around the whole world, whose conflicts would make many solutions very difficult, and whose cooperation is needed for peace. So it is important for the United States and China to be transparent with each other about their objectives and about their general strategy in the world. So the United States and China have to try to design a way by which they can cooperate and by which they can work for common objectives. Having China as part of the international economic system, it's better than having a trade war between the United States and China. Within that general proposition, I would hope that improvements can be found, and improvement should be found, and maybe even systemic discussions could be held. But the fundamental objective, which was to treat China as a member of the international system, was very crucial.
That many of our students learn to speak Chinese, that we have more and more educational exchanges, that we understand each other's history and culture, and that our work internationally is actually not in competition, but in cooperation, in terms of, to pick up on the One Belt, One Road, in terms of infrastructure which brings people together, ways of understanding how dependent we are on changes in the climate and each other, and that we do, in fact, drop the fact that we are enemies when we actually have to work together.